you generally move it to the other side of the equation.
-3.
Yeah, so you actually add 3 to both sides, or if it's positive, you subtract 3, but you eliminate it and you leave a space.
Okay.
You leave a gap, like you get rid of the old couch, and you're waiting for the new couch to come in.
Yeah.
All right, now that analogy falls apart here shortly, but for us, it works out nicely. You have to identify this number right here in front of X. It does take on the sign. So this is your B value. It's 2. Okay, and this completing the square form is X plus B over 2 squared. So you need to know this number because you cut it in half.
Yeah.
All right. Now the thing that goes in this empty space where the couch is going to go is B squared. And it also goes over here. So your B is 1. I'm sorry, your B is 2. I'm sorry, that's wrong.
Why
It's
is B 2
it's
just because you just
sorry.
the 2x?
I apologize. It's B over 2. B is 2 because of the 2x. Yeah. It's whatever's in front of X.
Okay.
We're going to do a couple more of these to clarify this, but
All right.
you have to identify B, and then B over 2 is what goes down here in parentheses. And then the number that fills this space is B over 2 squared. So you divide by 2 and then square it. So in that case, it's just 1. The reason again, B is 2. So when you divide it by 2 and then you square it,
1.
a lot of 2's, but yeah, it's 1 squared, which is 1.
All right.
And that equals now 3 plus 1, which is 4. And then the last step is to bring it over. Bring it back
like
over.
I almost did it a different way.
There's a few different ways that you could see this, and they're all correct. The way I show you tends to be the way that works most, or if not all the time, because I don't want to tell you about exceptions.
Yeah.
But it may be different, and that's the hard part about learning with multiple people giving you information.
Yeah. Well,
like
just this lesson, I just want to really get down like vertex form, factored form, standard form, and like completing it all and like factoring it.
Yeah. So let's continue to let's do at least one more completing the square here so that you can see the process again. So let's say it's x squared minus 6x minus 10, like this.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me do plus 10. Okay. So the first step here is to set it equal to 0.
Yeah. Why do you set it to 0 every time?
I like to, because it really, like, the problem we're looking at
on each side, right?
Yeah, because you're going to move this term, so you don't want to be like dealing with this f of x each time. So it's x squared minus 6x, leave a space, minus 10, like that. So you next need to identify the b value. The b value is the number in front of x, including the operator, the plus or the minus, whichever it is. So what is the b value in this problem?
6.
It includes the operator, math operator. Includes that right there.
-6.
-6, yeah. Okay, so then the next thing you need is you have to divide it by 2, which is -3.
Okay, yeah.
So that becomes x minus 3 squared.
Yeah.
So you take whatever the b value is, you cut it in half, and it goes right there. Boom, you got it. The number that goes in this empty position is b divided by 2 squared. So you take the number you just found, but you square it.
Okay.
Number you just calculated, and you square it.
All right.
So -3 squared is 9 plus 9 plus 9. You always put the same number in each position.
Okay. And you add 9 each side, and then yeah.
So what is, yeah, what is minus 10 plus 9?
1,
-1.
-1, sorry, yeah.
Yeah. But you're not done here. There's a little bit more to do. And that is to add 1 to both sides. Because you want to get that you want to get that number back over there. So we have x minus 3 squared plus 1.
Do you always need it like to be a positive? That's why.
No, you just move it back to you move it back. So in the previous problem, it was positive 4.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
subtracted 4. So it just
okay.
depends on what it is.
All right. All right, I got to go down.
Got it down? Okay. All right, so let's have you try one
Okay.
here. Let's go f of x equals x squared plus 8x plus 12, like that. And I want you to complete the square, please.
Can you scroll up a little bit?
Sure.
I'm a little lost at the end.
Okay. Let's see how far you got here. What did you do first?
So I added a 0 to the
Okay.
right.
Okay. And then
Subtracted 12.
very good. So you have x squared plus 8x, leave a
Yeah.
space equals minus 12. What is the value of b?
8x.
It's the number. B
8.
is always a number.
Yeah, just say it.
Okay, so what is b divided by 2?
4.
4. Okay, so that's the next part here. You write x plus 4 squared.
Yeah, I did that, and
And
then I did like 4. Well,
4
4 in the
squared.
power of 2 is 16.
Good. And then on both sides.
Yeah.
So that equals what on the right hand side?
It's just Oh my god. Four, just -4.
+4.
+4, sorry.
Okay. Now, if you got this far, you're almost there. You're right at the finish line.
Yeah, this
Uh,
is how far I got, and then
you have
what
to
do you do after that?
you
Oh
subtract
yeah,
4.
you subtract 4 on each side. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot to subtract the 4. I knew there was one more step, I just couldn't think of it. I didn't note it down.
Okay, so let's switch topics here a little bit. I'm going to give you the problem in vertex form.
Okay.
So the word tells you what it's giving you. It's giving you the vertex. Okay, so let's think of an example. Let me give you an example here. Let's say it's 3x minus 1 squared plus 2. The vertex in this problem is 1, 2.
Okay.
So the 1 comes from inside the parentheses.
Yeah.
Okay. But the
Um,
reason it's 1 and not -1 is because of this negative that's in front. This is the hardest thing I ever have to explain, and I still don't
Wait,
have a good.
so it just converts into positive?
Yeah, but as you'll see, it's always opposite of this sign here.
Okay.
So
So in
this,
vertex form, it's opposite.
yes.
Okay.
So in the 2 comes from this number over here. It's
Yeah.
always just that number.
Yeah.
And that adds to the confusion. It's like, well, why is this one just that number, but this one's not?
Yeah.
We don't need to get into that. What
Yeah.
you need to be able to do is tell me the vertex when it's in vertex form. So I always expect you to get the second number correct because you're just putting it in from the right number over here. The first number requires you to look at the sign inside parentheses and do the opposite of it.
Okay.
So this one would be -3.
Okay. Yeah.
And somehow you have to remember that. You have to say, okay, this is important enough because I want to do well in my test or quiz, or I want to stay eligible for sport I'm playing, or whatever your motivation is.
Yeah.
You have to remember this.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let me go back and grab some of the problems that we did from completing the square, which is you complete the square to find the vertex. So I'm going to grab the first one. Here's the first one here. Can you tell me the vertex of this number here,
Um,
of this equation? Sorry.
would I have to solve it?
Nope.
3 and then 3.
I need a
No,
number
it's
for each
one. It's
position.
one. It's one. It's one. Right? 3 and 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why is it 3?
Just because that's the 3. It's +3, and then the 1.
Very good. And then the other one we did here, the other one we did here. Whoa, that's in a bad spot. Okay. What is the vertex for this one?
-4 and -4.
Very good. So one of the reasons you complete the square, besides being told to, is that you want the vertex.
Yeah.
Like it leads you to the vertex.
Okay.
Which I mean, I don't know if that's compelling enough, but that is why you do it. It's not it's not a sexy thing. It's just that's what it is. It's
Yeah.
no glitter. So let's look at one more problem here. So let's say f of x equals x squared minus 2x plus 2. I want you to complete the square for this, and then if it's correct, we'll find the vertex together on
Okay.
this. So go ahead and give take a moment here. If you need me to, I can scroll back up, but hopefully it's in your notes
Yeah.
for this.
Well, yeah, I kind of need to scroll back up. I didn't get all of it.
Okay. You can always tell me, hey, you know what, you're going too fast, or I didn't get time. You're in control here, Remy. You're the customer. You get to dictate what we do here. So go ahead and write this down at least, please.
Okay.
And then I'll scroll up to.
Yeah, I kind of just feel like just saying it as I go along, but I need to like note it down too.
Yeah. I go too fast and I need to not do that.
Yeah, I can always watch like the video too. That's why I'm not
Yeah,
always like I
yeah.
need to get the notes. But yeah, I know it's good. Okay.
All
Yeah.
right, so let's scroll up to the last completing the square problem that we did, which is
So
right here.
oh, we do this. Okay, okay.
Yes, this is the steps here process.
Got
So
it,
go ahead and
got it,
work on that and let me know.
got it. Matthew.
Yes.
I got as my last one x plus 2 with the oh my gosh, what's it called? And there's the 2 over squared. I think yeah, x plus 2 squared minus 1.
Like this.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look here. So you probably set it equal to 0,
Yep.
subtracted 2 from both sides.
Yep.
And if yours is different at any point, let me know. What is the value of b? What is the number in front of x?
2.
-2.
-2. Sorry, yeah, 2.
What is half of -2?
1.
So you divide by 2, which is -1. That
Yeah.
is what goes in parentheses.
Yep, did that.
But you said x plus 2 squared.
Oh my gosh.
Now, I don't know. Maybe you wrote that. I don't know. Just
No,
keep in mind. I mean,
no. I was like in the like middle of it, and then for some reason like I was looking at the notes and like following it down. But yeah, I did x minus 2 squared. Yeah.
okay. So from here, though, you still have to figure out what goes in.
Then you put just 1.
Well, yeah, it's +1 because -1 squared is +1.
Yeah.
And then, if I've heard a few errors tonight on this calculation on the right-hand side. So, it's like you owe someone $2 and
-1.
yeah,
-1.
-1. Now, how do you
You
move?
add on each side 1.
Yes,
So it would end up being x minus 1 squared plus 1.
yes.
Yeah.
All right. So now that we've got this, like we're not done because now the problem will ask for the vertex.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like true false. I mean, we know the numbers involved, but you've got to do it perfect. There's no margin
And
for
then
error.
it is +1 and 1.
Yes. Okay,
Cool.
so that is why you find why you complete the square is for determining the vertex.
Okay.
Now it
Okay.
also, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm just yeah.
So the last little piece here that we're missing here is domain
Range.
and range. So the domain's very, very short. It is always all real numbers.
Yeah.
And I don't see how you guys are using interval notation or set builder. Do you,
Yeah, we're doing the set builder, I'm pretty sure. I need to memorize the set builder. Like I know it
okay.
kinda, but I need to know it
So
exactly.
it's this curly brace,
And it's like the
which,
R and everything and
well, it's X such that, and so it's X vertical line. So in math, these symbols have meanings in words,
yeah.
but it's X such that X is an element. It's this sort of E-ish thing of the real numbers, close curly brace.
Okay.
I would liken this to learning a foreign language. It's not intuitive at all. Just this
Yeah.
is something you got to also just get down.
Okay, got it. Yeah, we were doing like when we first started like all sum and none, which was obviously a lot easier, but now we're
Yes.
switching to
Yeah.
probability.
Yeah. And I mean, sets have they do have real value, but
Yeah,
it's weird at first. Like, why are we writing this? And you don't
yeah,
even know how to make a curly brace because you never learned that in
yeah.
class, but that's right. Okay. So the range has two possibilities. The range depends on whether the parabola opens up or down. Okay, but before we make a distinction between them, it starts out the same way. Y with a vertical bar, that means such that Y is an element, the little e means an element of the real numbers. They both start out the same way though.
Okay, got it.
So if it opens up, it's Y greater than or equal to. And if it opens down, it's Y less than or equal to.
Okay,
And the number that goes to the right of these is the Y value of the vertex.
okay,
So that means you need the vertex, and you get the vertex from completing the square. So that's another reason you complete the square, is to determine the range.
vertex.
But
Yeah,
they're identical. Like, it's not that you need to learn them both. You need to understand that they start out the same, but if it opens up, it's greater than or equal to. If it opens down, it's less than or equal to. And
okay,
and then you're putting a number here.
all
All
right.
right. So let's look at this in the context of a problem. So let's say I give you a problem like this. I say f of x equals 4x minus 2 squared plus 3. What is the vertex? That's
Oh, the
something
vertex is positive 2 and 3.
does this graph open up or down? And if you're not sure, I can help with that.
Can you scroll up?
I haven't given you this information yet. This is just me asking if you know this.
I believe it goes up.
It does. It goes up based on this number right here,
Yeah,
since it's positive. So your range is y such that y is an element of the real numbers, comma, because it opens up, it's greater than or equal to, and then you choose the y value of the vertex.
okay.
So if you want to get this down real quick, we'll do the other example, which is if it opens down, and that'll take us right to the end of our lesson for today.
All right, got it.
All right, so let's say I give you another function here. I say f of x equals minus 3x minus 2 squared minus 4. First thing you have to be able to determine is the vertex.
Vertex is 2 and 4.
2 and negative 4.
Yeah, 2 and negative 4. Sorry.
Okay. This one opens down because of this minus out in front.
Okay.
So that means
Oh, we were learning that today. Yeah, yeah.
that means your range is y such that y is an element of the real numbers. This time though, it's y less than or equal to because it opens down, and
Okay.
and the y value of the vertex. And you can just sort of give sort of a scribbly thing. Your instructor's not grading you on your
Yeah,
penmanship.
good.
Okay, it goes quick, this short lessons, but we got some stuff done today. Great
Yeah, that
attitude.
definitely helped a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll see you next week, and hope you have a great rest of your night.
You too.
Okay, bye now.